Today I thought I'd show you how to use a tow truck that has a sling on the back of it. These trucks are now getting into the hands of hobbyists who do not do towing for a living, and I thought I'd make a video showing you how to use these slings. In addition to a wrecker with a sling on the back, you will need a few tools, and that is a set of J-hooks and possibly a 4x4 board like this one. The part of the sling that is going to do the lifting for us is this bar here. So I need to lower that down so that it is below the bumper of the Toyota. I want it to go underneath the vehicle as much as possible. On a normal wrecker, your sling would be able to come down to the ground, but as this is an off-road wrecker, the sling is mounted much higher than normal, and the only vehicles that this truck can tow are raised up off-road vehicles. On a normal street going wrecker, you would probably want this bar to be just above the ground. Now we want to make sure that the parking brake is on in the vehicle that we are going to tow. Now I'm going to back up and try to get this lower bar underneath the front bumper as much as I can. And that's why I set the parking brake, because eventually the rubber straps of the sling are going to hit the front bumper and it's going to tend to push this vehicle backwards, and I don't want it to move away from the wrecker. Now I'm going to back up the wrecker to the vehicle that needs to be towed. You'll see the Toyota moved a little bit. Now I'm going to set the parking brake because I don't want the wrecker to move anymore. The next step is to take the J-hooks and put them around the axle. Usually axles have brake lines running on top of them or behind them. So when you're putting your J-hook on, make sure that you're not going to be smashing any brake lines. Now you bring your chain forward and connect it up to the bottom of the sling. And to lock this chain in, we're going to take it around and through the inside of the chain that we've already put on. And that now holds that tight so that this chain cannot fall out of this hook. And we'll take the chain up and we'll connect it onto the top of the sling. And again, we'll take our chain to the inside to lock it in. And in my case, I can take the extra, hook it up there. So we have a J-hook to the axle, back to the bottom of the sling, wraps around to the inside, comes up to the upper part of the sling, and that's because you want all the weight carried by the chain and not these rubber bands. The rubber is there only to cushion the vehicle so that you do the least amount of damage to the front of these vehicles. With an all-metal vehicle like this and older vehicles, when these were in use, you weren't really going to mess them up, but you might do damage to a plastic bumpered vehicle. And that's where these 4x4s come in. If you have a vehicle that does not have a nice bumper on the front like this, you'll want to slide your 4x4 up underneath the lower chain. That way it's lifting up on the lower chain and you have this board supporting the weight all the way across the front of the vehicle and further underneath the vehicle as well, instead of relying on just the sling here. Having one of these 4x4s with you all the time is going to give you a lot more versatility on what types of vehicles you can tow with your sling. I have both sets of J-hooks connected now. Now, if I was taking this out on the open road, I would also need a set of safety chains between this vehicle and this vehicle. This is required anytime you're towing something. You have them on trailers. I use this vehicle in off-road situations, so this setup is just fine for me. But remember, the DOT will require you to have a set of safety chains between the vehicles if you're going out on the open road. Now that we're all hooked up, I can release the parking brake in my towed vehicle, and up we go. The big benefit of the sling is that it controls the vehicle that you're towing. The chains now are pulling the vehicle towards my wrecker, and the sling has an equal force pushing it away from the wrecker, holding the towed vehicle nice and tight behind me. So you're not going to have a bunch of slack with the towed vehicle hanging out behind and when you stop, crashing into the back of your wrecker. I hope this video helps explain how Sling Wreckers work, and if you used one of these old Sling Wreckers, let us know your story in the comments below. I'll see you next time.